So starting out a little bit early for today's stream. Got some errands I need to run today, so I'm going to try to get all this stuff knocked out as soon as possible. So that means what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting the prize league at about the same time. So that way that doesn't get affected too much. And I'm just going to, normally how I do it is I run the ranked, or not the ranked games, the mini tournament games before and after. So I'm just doing them all before today. So we still should be starting maybe a little bit after 1 o'clock for the prize league. But Toatahu and Arthur both starting out pretty even. Both got their first KO run, one right after the other. But Arthur doing much better on the second stock, though. Toatahu having some trouble getting hits in, but he does hit hard when he does. That one attack already did 27%. But he's in KO range right now, so he's got to be careful. And is that going to be enough? Doesn't look like it. He doesn't have the greatest recovery, but it is better than Arthur's. So if Toatahu can get Arthur far enough off stage, he doesn't even need to knock him into the KO zone. He can just knock him far enough to where he can't recover from it. And it looks like he's caught up and actually takes the lead. So despite Arthur having a huge advantage on that second stock, Toatahu was able to even it out and actually pull ahead. But we're going to go into this last stock, though, 0-0 again. There's going to be no smash balls in this one to help out. Arthur pulling ahead again, but he did this last stock too, and Toatahu was able to get the KO first. And almost enough, but not quite. And looks like Arthur is going to take that game, knocking Toatahu out of the tournament.
Your skills were remarkable.
Oh, and my replay buffer wasn't working, so I don't have the instant replays from this match.
Battle. Kirby. Common.
I believe Whimsicott, one of the last Kirby's left in the tournament. I think Corbo actually is in there as well. But we had quite a few Kirbys at the beginning. And Whimsicott starting out really well. I actually thought he was going to be at the disadvantage for this matchup. Epitelikos is getting a couple hits in now, though. And now that he's got Whimsicott off stage, he's having a lot less trouble, rather, controlling the matchup. But unfortunately, he's not able to get up from that down air, and that's going to give Whimsicott a huge advantage if Epitelikos can't get that KO in time. And Whimsicott making really efficient use of this first stock. He's at 137%, and he's almost got Epitelikos in KO range for that second stock. So he is able to even it out, but he's playing from behind still. He's got to make something happen here and avoid getting knocked out by Whimsicott. He's been doing a really good job once he gets him off stage, but unfortunately, he's having trouble with that now because Whimsicott is... Because he's doing so much damage, he just keeps knocking him farther and farther off stage and keeping that momentum. And Whimsicott almost a full stock ahead. He's only got 39% damage taken on that second stock, and he's starting to pad his advantage going into this last life for Epitelikos. Might even see a two-stock situation here, which I was definitely not expecting. And Epitelikos, that is exactly what he needed right there. So we've evened the game out. He's only 28% behind, which is not that much compared to what he was before. Pretty much a full stock behind earlier. And if he can get Whimsicott off stage, he'll be able to maintain that momentum, potentially get the KO. But Whimsicott's doing a really good job at just not letting Epitelikos get any hits in. And at 99%, all he needs is one good smash attack, and that's going to be GG. And it looks like Whimsicott is going to take the game.
Start the battle. Hero.
And a crit right off the bat from Fami's hero. And this is going to be a tough fight for Garbage because compared to Hero, Ganondorf does not have a great recovery, and he's already having trouble getting any hits in. And great up smash, almost able to even out that disadvantage just from getting one attack in. Over half the damage he was behind, he's already caught up on. Ooh, goes for the down air, doesn't quite get it, and that's going to cost him because he's not going to be able to recover from that. And he gets the down air, which knocks Hero off the top of the map. Interesting way to do it, but it works. And he is able to even out the game, because 29% behind, even 43% behind as Ganondorf, that's not that much. It's really just like one attack. And as you can see, yeah, he's able to pull ahead just from getting those 2 attacks in. And Hero almost not able to get it, but he gets the crit. Doesn't quite do enough to get Garbage far enough off the stage to get the KO, but that definitely will. And that's going to put Hero in a really good spot. And gotta be careful when he's charging up that forward smash. If you get hit by that when it's fully charged, even at like 60% that he was at, that's going to be a KO. So going into the last stock, Garbage has to be careful. He's at 69, 79, 80% damage, and he hasn't done anything to Hero yet. And is that going to be far enough? It looks like Garbage is not going to be able to come back from that. Even though he didn't knock him far enough to get the KO, his recovery just wasn't good enough to get back on stage.
Start the battle. King TDD. Begun.
busy doing a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff, but it looks like in this match, Sakura is starting out really well, gets a really quick first KO against Mr. Mjolnir, but he is doing a really good job at coming back, and it looks like he's going to even out the game with that first KO of his own there. So it looks like he just had to kind of figure out what Sakura was doing at the beginning of the game. And the curves on this level, how the ship kind of, how there's a difference in elevation, it's definitely going to play to Mr. Mjolnir if he can stay on the right side of the map. Because it's really going to limit the distance that Sakura's attacks can actually hit him from. But it looks like she's not having too much trouble. She's about to get the second KO, gets a free shot when he's coming down from his recovery, but doesn't quite make it connect though, so she misses that chance to get that second KO. But going into the third stock, Sakura looking pretty good. Mr. Mjolnir is going to need to get this KO really quick before Sakura can build up any more damage than she already is. And really good Gordo. Let's see if he can do it again. Doesn't quite get it in the right direction. And almost enough to get that KO, and that would have been it right there, but Mr. Mjolnir were just a little bit too low. But at 92%, even if Sakura gets knocked out here, she's still got plenty of time to get this last knockout, and we're going to see a Gordo, see if he can make it connect, which he does. He's going to get another chance here, but it looks like Sakura's able to come back. Almost gets the KO, not quite high enough. She's going to have another chance here. And luckily for Mr. Mjolnir, that smash attack was on the wrong side of the map in the wrong direction, so that wasn't enough to get him knocked out outright. But he's getting to the point where pretty much anywhere he gets hit from, it's going to be a knockout. And there we go. It looks like Sakura is going to win and knock Mr. Mjolnir out of the tournament.
Stop battle! Donkey Kong! Pokemon Trainer!
And Snowblind's other amiibo in this tournament, both of them got knocked into the loser's bracket. This is Toa Pohatu's last chance to get Snowblind the win. But Flannery OK starting out really strong. She's got Charizard out. She's got Topohatu in KO range, and she's only at 12% damage. And at 171%, no matter where you get hit from by Charizard's side B, that's going to be enough to get the KO, but she switches to Squirtle, which is a huge mistake. Topohatu can easily knock Squirtle out at 94%. And she brings out Ivysaur, which is better, but still not enough. She needs to get Charizard back out. And Flannery does get the KO, but Charizard is in KO range himself, so I don't think Topohatu is going to have too much trouble catching up in this match. And there he goes. So going in the second stock, 0-0. And we've got Ivysaur out, and Topohatu at a little bit of a disadvantage damage-wise, but it looks like he's not going to have too much trouble bringing that back. Flannery almost gets the KO off the top of the stage. And there she goes. Gets that up smash to knock out Topohatu. She's got to be careful, though. Ooh, there's Charizard. Gets the side B, but is interrupted by Topohatu. And there's that knockout. So going into this last stock, we're going to see if Squirtle can build up a little bit of damage. And then if Flannery wants to win, she's going to need to get Charizard out at that last minute. Or, honestly, it doesn't really matter who you have out. Once you get a high damage, though, you just don't want to have Squirtle out. Like, if Topohatu gets a couple more hits in, once you see Squirtle over, like, 70-ish%, you need to switch him out with something else. But Topohatu's at 120%. He's got to be really careful here. And this is where Ivysaur would be really good, because we can see that up smash again, and because the kill zone on the top of the level isn't that far above, especially if you're at the top of the Great Fox like this, and you can see an up air from Ivysaur actually wins the game for Flannery. Didn't even need Charizard on that one.
Stop battle. Mega Man. King K. Rool. 1, go!
And this is going to be a rough match for Mr. Sanders. His best bet, I feel like, is probably going to be playing towards the center of the stage, trying to get an up air on Killer Croc, where if you're at the top of the stage, it's got a lot lower KO zone distance from the top of the level. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot. I take that back. I was going to say he's not going to be able to do a whole lot to Killer Croc off stage, but looks like he does get the first KO, even though Killer Croc is going to follow up right away with his own. Going to get a chance at a free attack here. Killer Croc using his recovery for no reason. He does it again, so this is going to give Mr. Sanders another chance for a free attack, but he decides to use his shield instead, unfortunately for him. But he is getting a lot of damage in on Killer Croc. And tries going for that offstage air attack again, and looks like he just barely misses a footstool. Goes for the down air, but doesn't quite get it. Mega Man, one of the few characters that can actually hit the down air on King K. Rool a little bit easier, just because it's a ranged attack and he doesn't actually have to make contact with him while he's up in the air. He's going to go for that second KO, but doesn't quite get it, but he does have Killer Croc at 144%. But it looks like Killer Croc's going to be the one that gets the first shot in on that. Almost makes it there. So last stock 0-0. We're seeing a lot of that today. And Mr. Sanders going off stage to make some plays against Killer Croc. He's going to get a free shot in from that recovery. And an up air off the top of the stage. Like I said earlier, that center of the map, there's a lot lower distance from the kill zone, so he's able to take advantage of that and get the win, knocking Killer Croc out of the tournament. Very unexpected.
Stop battle! Pac-Man! King K. Rool! 1, go!
And another K. Rool in the losers bracket. So let's see if Charlene can beat the odds. A lot of people in tournaments are banning K. Rool because they say he's overpowered, but just judging by how they've been doing in the season play and even in this mini tournament, K. Rool, he hasn't proven himself to be bannable like you would see from Bowser and Incineroar. Definitely a very good character, and he does outperform. Like, he is one of the top performing characters in a lot of tournaments, but not just that dominating performance that you would expect from someone that would be banned. Because like in Season 4, when we had Bowser and Incineroar not banned, they consistently, every single Bowser and every single Incineroar was at the top of their group. And you're not seeing that with K. Rool. Although, I'm not trying to downplay some of these K. Rools like Pig God. Very great Amiibo, doing really good in his group. I think Buaya as well, he's almost undefeated. And up until last round, I think he was undefeated in the qualified league. And SMHY Me is another really, really great K. Rool. We'll probably see him today as well. Actually, SMHY Me is currently, I believe, the only undefeated Amiibo in the entire league, qualified and Survivor League, or not Survivor League, qualified and Prize League. It looks like Pig God is doing a really good job though at potentially squashing Charlene's hopes at making it into the top 3. Because yeah, it looks like Charlene will be eliminated from the tournament.
King K. Rool wins! Start the battle! King TDD! Isabel!
And this is another one that's kind of surprising so far. I was going to say that this is going to be a really tough match for Shiba Inu, but she's proven me wrong. She's already got Dynablade at 141%, having a little bit of trouble now with this fishing rod that was doing a lot of work for her at the beginning of the match, though. But if she can get this early KO, that will be huge for Shiba Inu. And Dynablade, he was doing a little bit to catch up, but still gets knocked out first. He's going to have a chance to catch up on this KO because he does have Shiba Inu in KO range, especially if he can line up a good smash attack or do some offstage play, some ledge guarding with the Gordo or something like that. And now Shiba Inu is the one that's... she's not playing from behind, but Dynablade is getting some really good damage on her and doing a really good job at catching up in this match. But now the momentum is kind of turning. And Dynablade does get that first KO, so he's going to have a chance to catch up here in this second stock. And he's got to be careful, his shield's almost broken. And Shiba Inu just with incredible amounts of momentum in this match. Yeah, Dynablade, once he starts getting those hits in, he's definitely out-damaging Shiba Inu, but once Shiba Inu just starts going on that combo, she does not stop. She will not let off Dynablade. And now he's on his last stock, and he's got to get this KO quick. Shiba Inu is in KO range, so we could see him get that knockout, and that'll bring us to a relatively even game. She steals the Gordo. Let's see if she does anything with that. She might not have a chance. Throws the Gordo, but doesn't really do anything with it. 143% though. Shiba Inu being very efficient with these lives. But she can't get any more damage in to pad that last stock, so we could see Dynablade pull out and win this match, but now she takes another Gordo. But now she's doing that combo again, hits him with the Gordo, and knocks him out with his own weapon. That's another, this is another huge tier upset. Isabelle, not the greatest, highest rated amiibo, and takes out Dynablade like it's nothing, it looks like.
Start battle. Ridley. Fight.
Just gotta set up this next round real quick, be just a moment. Oh, whoops, the match says vanilla down there, but it is the ranked rule set. Ignore that little vanilla thing down there, I gotta fix those. And this will be a pretty good level for Arthur. Not a whole lot of space behind the edge of the level, so that means that he's going to have a good time recovering, and Druck isn't going to be able to take advantage of his a little bit better recovery than Arthur. There's also a lot of gaps in the centers of the stage, and Arthur's up B can actually just instantly spike other Amiibo off the edge of the map, so Arthur could potentially take advantage of that as well. Looks like in this first stock, though, they're pretty evenly spaced within relatively similar percentage. Arthur is able to get that first knockout, though. And Druck is having trouble knocking Arthur off stage. Arthur's already got Druck to 69% on his second stock. Nice. So even though he did get knocked out, Arthur does have Druck on his last stock, and he's doing this weird little combo that seems to be working for him. Just those 4 hits gets Druck to 60%, and he takes him down, goes down with him because he's got the stock to spare, and that's going to knock Druck out of the tournament, which means Arthur is going to move up.
Start battle. Death. Kirby.
So Whimsicott surprised us in his last round. Let's see if he can pull it off again. Going against Norman, who had a pretty bad run in the beginning of the season, got knocked out of the Survival League relatively early on, but he's had a really good run in this mid-season tournament. And it looks like Whimsicott was going to go for the off-stage play while Norman was busy recovering. Didn't quite line it up right, though. Oh, and Norman actually really well-placed PK Thunder. While Whimsicott was messing around at the top of the stage, he's able to just give him that little tap that he needed to get him into the KO zone. But Whimsicott, responding in kind, gets the KO against Norman, evening out the game. With Whimsicott just a slight lead. Really great down air. I don't know if he's going to be able to recover from that, but he saves him. So Whimsicott actually saves Norman. That would have been huge. He would have been an entire stock ahead if he would have just let him fall down. And he's see if he does it again. Nope, he's going to let him fall this time. So Whimsicott does have a really good lead right now, but he could have an even better lead if he would have just stayed out of Norman's business there on that last stock. And Norman going to even out the game going into the last stock 0-0. Well, 0-1. And Whimsicott's going to have a chance. Doesn't look like he's going to take advantage of it. Gets another chance to get an up air on Norman. Gets the knockout animation, but doesn't quite get him into the KO zone. And now it's actually going to be Norman's chance. Oh, gets... Oh, no! So Whimsicott had Norman low enough in the stage so that he couldn't recover, but used his recovery just a little bit too early. And that's going to give Norman the win, knocking Whimsicott out of the tournament.
Start battle. Death. Hero.
And so we got another Ness matchup. And Fammy's hero did a really good job in his last match, and he's starting off really well in this one as well. Great fireball. He actually kind of forced Jim Jam to use his recovery. He still was able to make it back, but he almost had him to a point where he was going to be forced to use that dodge, and he wouldn't be able to use the recovery until he was just a little bit too low. And great crit, getting that first KO and only 37% damage taken on that first stock. So really great start, really great lead for Fami's hero. And unfortunately for Jim Jam, his up smash can't quite reach the top of that platform, so he's not going to be able to take advantage of the stage when it comes to that, but Fami's hero can hit that platform, so it's going to be really important for Jim Jam not to stand on top of those mid-stage platforms for too long, because that's going to give Fami's hero a little bit more of a chance to get some free up smash attacks on him. And Hero just waiting at the edge of the stage there for Jim Jam to come back. Gets the KO, so he's got a really good lead, only 60% on his second stock, and he's going to be able to build up this advantage going into the last life. But if Jim Jam keeps doing what he's doing right now, he's going to have an opportunity to even this game out, because he hasn't really gotten hit that much on his last life, and now he's got Hero in a KO range. So yeah, it looks like Jim Jam did everything he needed to do on that last stock, which was even out the playing field. Get Hero onto his last stock. Don't give him a chance to get any hits that you can avoid getting hit by. But unfortunately, he's not able to maintain that momentum. Gets a really important perfect shield there, because that definitely would have been a knockout. But he's having trouble doing any damage on this last stock. He's got a little bit, 54%. He can try for an up air there to get the KO, but doesn't quite line it up correctly. And Hero was waiting for him. And there's that smash attack, which is going to bring Fami's Hero into, I believe, the top 16.
Start battle. Kirby. Gunner.
So this will be Bright Eye's first match of today's games. He had a really good run going so far in the winner's bracket, but did end up getting knocked out, and it looks like Sakura, she's been on fire in this loser's bracket. And it looks like that's continuing. So Sakura got knocked out in the first round of the loser's bracket, but she was even able to beat Spike's DDD, which is pretty impressive for a Mii Gunner. Mii Gunner is a really good amiibo, one of the higher tier amiibo, but usually it's very rare that you see someone getting knocked out in the first round and then just dominating through the losers bracket like this. And it looks like this might be it for Bright Eyes if he's not careful. He does get that first KO, but now he's a full stock behind. Is gonna try to suck in the Mii Gunner. But really dangerous for Bright Eyes right now. He's in KO range on his last stock and still hasn't gotten another KO on Sakura. And it looks like Sakura is going to knock Bright Eyes out of this tournament, but he still does have another game though. He's going to be playing in the Prize League later today, so he'll have a chance at redemption.
Start battle. Elma. Pokemon Trainer.
And Flannery, another amiibo that's done really well in this loser's bracket, getting knocked out in round 1 from the winner's bracket. Just tearing through this loser's bracket, going all the way to the top 24, potentially the top 16 if she's able to win this match. It's going to be a tough one against Crowbar, though. Crowbar, actually, yeah, Crowbar was just eliminated in the winner's bracket on this last round. And it was actually kind of funny with Flannery in the last match. Usually with Pokemon trainers, you see it's the Charizard that puts in the most work. But on Corneria, that up B from Ivysaur was just doing so much damage. And Flannery was able to win from a couple really, really good up Bs. Oh, and there's that down air from Crowbar. And that's going to be a really good start for Crowbar. Flannery's going to have to make something happen really quick if she wants to recover from this. But Crowbar just being really, really good with these shields. It's given Flannery a really hard time to just get any kind of damage in. And it's looking like we could potentially even see a 3-stock from Crowbar. Not the greatest matchup for Flannery, and that bar on the top of the stage is actually kind of hurting her because she's not able to do anything with these up smashes from Venusaur. She has to do it right in the center of the stage if she wants to make anything happen. And it looks like Crowbar is going to line up Flannery in the center of the stage, get that up smash for the 3-stock, knocking Flannery out of the tournament.
Start the battle. Kirby. Mega Man.
So we just had Whimsicott and we just had Bright Eyes knocked out of the tournament in the losers bracket. The only one left is Corbo, although we do have Dreamy J in the winners bracket, I believe, still. So it's up to Corbo to represent the Kirbys in this tournament. Mr. Sanders did a really good job in that last match as well, though, against Zoom's King K. Rool. Match is starting out, both Amiibo trading some blows here and there. Nothing too big, but Mr. Sanders is starting to pull ahead. But usually when you only see a difference of like 10 to 20%, it only takes 1 or 2 hits for an Amiibo to reverse that advantage, as you can kind of see with Corbo right now. And Mr. Sanders is going to get that first knockout, but he is at 92%, so we'll probably see something from Corbo here in just a moment. Mr. Sanders has to be careful because his shield's getting a little bit low. And there's that wind up and the knockout. Yeah, one of the nice things Kirby has is that smash attack. It's very, very quick, so a lot of times it doesn't give Amiibo a chance to account for it or respond to it or react to it in any way. Oh, and that up air from Mr. Sanders, because Kirby was using his jump attack, it inflates him, makes him super light, so that up air from Mega Man is enough to just carry him off into the KO zone. But Corbo going to even out the game 25%, and he's going to get one more attack will even it out score-wise. But they are both on their last stock, so all it's going to take is one good attack, maybe a down air off stage. Although neither one of them has spent a whole lot of time off stage. They've pretty much just stayed towards the center here, getting these up air kills on each other. And there's that Mega Man up air. So all 3 Kirbys getting eliminated this round. Bad day for Kirby fans. But you still have Dreamy J, I believe, in the winner's bracket. What is dying the funny way? And pretty standard stage. Cup Knight's been doing really well so far in this tournament, but Pig God has a very impressive record, so it's going to be a really tough fight for him. And Pig God making sure to stay out of range of that smash attack from Cup Knight, and that might be enough to get the first KO. Not quite, but the cannonball will do it. So it looks like Cup Knight's problem right now that he's having is he's just getting completely outranged by Pig God. And he's giving Pig God a little bit too much time to counterattack. Charging up that smash attack is not very smart when you don't have your opponent stunned or anything like that, because you're just giving him a free attack on you. And it looks like that's going to be a relatively quick game. 3 stock for Pig God. And that will eliminate Cup Knight from the tournament.
Start the battle. Begun. Isabel.
And Shiba Inu, another one of those amiibo that has just been tearing through the losers bracket after getting knocked out in round 1. Taking out some pretty big names. I think she's beaten King DDD, she's beaten a K. Rool, she's beaten a Zelda. So she's seemingly unstoppable right now, especially when you see a not lower tier amiibo, but a low-ish tier amiibo taking out some of these higher ranking ones. So let's see if she can keep it up going against Gino, who was just eliminated from the winners bracket. So also a very strong amiibo in her own right. But even at this point in the tournament, getting eliminated means you're tied for 17th place, which is, out of a 64-player tournament, is pretty good. And another match on Final Destination. Surprisingly, we don't see this one a whole lot. We've got Shiba Inu with a missile. Looks like she used it already. I must have missed it. And Gino doing... Oh, nope, she still had it. Gino with a... doing a pretty good job on this first stock. Already got Shiba Inu over 100%. These missiles are doing a really good job at just keeping Shiba Inu away from him. Yeah, because like you see, once she starts getting those hits in and getting that momentum, she does a lot of damage really quickly and even gets the first KO, despite spending most of the time on that first stock playing from behind. And now that she's got this momentum, she's keeping it up, and she's just staying glued to Gino. And almost a flawless second stock. Even if she gets KO'd right now, she's still in a commanding lead at the moment. There's that first KO for Gino, so this is where you see, once she loses that momentum, she has a hard time getting it back. So all Gino has to do is just keep her at a distance, stop her from getting those hits in, and just doing the juggling that she does. And like you can see, even though she was so far ahead, Gino's already caught up and might even get the second knockout before Shiba Inu does. It doesn't look like it though, and she does have the bomb. She did have the bomb. So third stock, it's all going to come down to this. Both starting out at 0%. And really good perfect shield from Gino. Shiba Inu waiting for him to use that attack, and now she's the one that's going to try to get the momentum up. Oh, almost grabs him with the fishing rod from off stage. I wonder what that even would have done. I kind of would wish I would have seen that connect. And really good smash attack from Gino, but it was on the wrong side of the level, so it wasn't able to get the KO from it. If he does that again, though, it might not matter where he does it from, because 99% is pretty good. And is that going to be enough? It looks like it is. Shiba Inu taking out all of these A-tier characters, and that's going to bring her into the top 16 of the losers bracket.
Battle. Ridley. Pokemon Trainer. Battle.
Alright, so we're starting with today's matches in the Prize League. Oh, this is not the mid-season tournament. Let me fix that real quick. So the Shrike and Laws Lover, these next two matches are going to be very important for both of them. The Shrike at a slight advantage. He can afford to lose this one, but Laws Lover can't. If Laws Lover loses this match, she's going to have to win her next one, and she's going to have to hope that those Amiibo above her lose one or more of their next two matches. We've got a little bit of a home field advantage here for Laws Lover, but sometimes that doesn't really mean anything. Some Amiibo or some characters are actually really bad on their own stages. Oh, really good footstool from Charizard. Not quite far enough down to get the KO on the Shrike, though. And great side B from Laws Lover. The Shrike's probably going to be able to catch up, but it's letting Laws Lover build up a little bit of a lead on that second stock, which is going to be really important. And we are in the main rule set now. Vanilla rules, so there is a Smash Ball. It's going to be really important for Laws Lover to break this if she wants to win, and she does really great positioning for it. That's definitely going to be a knockout. And that's going to put Laws Lover in a really great spot going into this last stock for the Shrike. The Shrike's going to have to play very defensively, try not to get hit, but it's not working out for him. And now, even if he can get this KO, he's already at 74% on his last stock, whereas Laws Lover has barely even been touched on her second life. And Laws Lover sending the Shrike across the stage, but gets knocked off by by from the rebound on that attack. It looks like she's still in a position where she's probably going to win. Oh, it looks like even just a regular throw is going to be enough to get the KO.
Pokemon Trainer wins.
So while that wasn't the end of the road for the Shrike, that does put him in a really dangerous spot. And as far as Lawslover is concerned, that's a really great spot for her to be in, because now she's actually in a position where she could qualify for the Up and Down tournament.
Start the battle. Roy. Zelda.
This is another really important match. A lot of these matchups in Group Z are going to be very key matches, especially for these Amiibo that are 3 and 4 in their groups. So Wisdom, currently 3 and 4 in Group Z against Braveheart, who's 4 and 3. So if Braveheart wins this, he's pretty much safe. I can't guarantee without seeing what it looks like at the end of the round, but if Wisdom wins, then she's in a position where she could potentially make it into the Up and Down tournament for the season finals, or not the season finals, the season 6 Up and Down tournament rather. I mean, or potentially the season finals. Anyone with 3 wins right now, they could win their next 2 games, and depending on how the rest of the Amiibo do, that could be a finals qualification spot as well. Oh, and wow! A great first KO from Wisdom. If she can do that again, that could be it for Braveheart. Oh, and she almost gets him on the ground again. And Braveheart's gonna get a free KO from that recovery from Wisdom. Or not a free KO, a free attack. And Smash Ball's out. Smash Ball is definitely going to be an advantage to Wisdom. Braveheart does not want to let her break that, because the second she breaks it, she's going to use it. Whereas Braveheart has to actually line the attack up and hope that that Smash Ball doesn't get knocked loose while he's doing that. And Braveheart gets his first knockout. He's going to have to be very careful. And if he could get one more KO against Wisdom, he could potentially fish for a Smash Ball. He's going to get another free attack there. But Wisdom's got him at 92%. That up air might be enough. Not quite, but one more should definitely do it. And it looks like Wisdom's going to be the one that gets stuck on the back of the level. Braveheart does have a chance to win, but he's got to be very careful, and that throw might just be enough. And it looks like Wisdom is going to get that key victory, which is really mixing up this group. It's going to be very interesting to see how the rest of these matches go.
the battle. Lucas. Luigi.
And man, this is gonna be a very, very wild match, because if Luigi Kid wins, all eyes are on Luigi Kid right now, because if Luigi Kid wins, there will be a 7-way tie for 3rd place in Group Z. That is ridiculous. But yeah, because all of those other Amiibo that were 3 and 4 won their games, Luigi Kid pretty much needs to win this and round 9 to make it into the finals. So if Lawslover and... Oh, actually, Bestness is 3 and 4 as well. But if Lawslover and Wisdom both would have lost those matches, Luigi Kid actually wouldn't be in that bad of a position. He could actually afford to lose a game. But because those two won, he's now pretty much forced to have to go 2-0 in these next 2 games. He's trying to line up that up B. This is a really bad level for Luigi Kid, unfortunately. But he is making the most of it. Oh, he almost lines up the crit, and at 93%. That would have been enough. And first KO going to Luigi Kid. He's in a dangerous percent right now. Looks like Bestness is going to immediately get the response KO to that. And Smash Ball's out. Neither Amiibo going for it, but Luigi Kid's going to knock Bestness over to it. That could be a huge mistake. Actually, Luigi Kid very smartly holding on to the ledge, only getting hit by one of those attacks. That's probably the best possible outcome you could hope from letting Bestness get that Smash Ball like that. Ooh, and that's going to be bad. That's going to be enough to get him far enough off stage. He's going to fall into the water. Is he going to be able to make it back? It doesn't look like it, and that is a huge advantage for Bestness right now. Oh, and it looked like he got the crit. I saw the animation for it, but it didn't give it to him. Oh, and Luigi Kid almost making a misplay, falling into the water. And looks like Bestness is going to take the victory on that one.
Lucas wins.
But one of the nice things about being in the prize league is it does give you free entry into season 6, so that will give you some more chances to get some other amiibo in the running.
TDD.
And going into the walk-off, this is going to be Anger's best chance to beat Dauntless. Because Dauntless has been just overwhelmingly destroying a lot of these other amiibo in the league, even the really well-performing ones. His last couple matches, he did end up losing those, so I think he's only 5-2 right now. But he is currently tied for first, and if Anger can win this match, he'll actually be tied for first as well. But he's got to be careful playing towards the edge of the stage like that, because Dauntless is going to be able to just walk up and knock him off like that. But he's going to have another chance here. He's going to bait Dauntless to the side of the level. Oh, and hits himself with his own bomb. Is that going to be enough? Not quite. Doesn't quite have enough damage on him, but he's going to follow him. We're going to go 1-1 on this walk-off. This is really just a coin toss, anyone's game at this point. And Dauntless does get the final smash, but he's on the wrong side of the map. It's not really going to do anything against Anger, aside from just load a bunch of damage up. Gotta be careful though, he doesn't want to get too close to the edge of the stage. And he's gonna just that would have been hilarious if he would have just spit Dauntless off the level. And that will actually tie Anger for first place in the division.
Battle. King K. Rool.
There's a way, kind of breathe out, face reality, never be charity. The enemy, your buddy, covers all society. Mommy's not here, gonna fight. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. You rhyme slow motion, give me motivation. Breathe out now, and then I'm a rival. Round up around, spit out, all over. Rhyme like a rolling stone, come in the crowd. Watch out the moon, they diss you out. This was this sound, and bombs whole ground. Surround up, don't ease the pace, cause enemies brutal. Moment of truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one world, one love. But the battle goes on, shadows all mass destruction.
Oh yeah, down, baby, baby, down. Oh yeah.
Okay, so this matchup is Pig God's chance to take first place away, and he's got a pretty good chance of doing it as well. That 21-8 record compared to Lucina's 5-8, it's going to take some crazy miracle for Lucina to win this one.
Hey, yo. Here's a way, kind of peace out, face reality, never be charity. The enemy, your buddy, covers all society. Mommy's not here, gonna fight. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. You rhyme slow motion.
3, 2, 1, go!
So yeah, while Lucina did do very good in the Survival League, he's been having a lot of trouble in this Prize League, getting these wins. 1-6 currently in his group. But he is holding his own right now against Pig God. But we're going to see here in a second, the reason Marth is not the greatest character compared to, like, K. Rool is even though he's got Pig God at 124%, he's going to have trouble doing enough knockback to get him off stage and into the KO zone. But does get a good up air. It's going to give him a chance to break that smash ball. He's going to ignore it for a moment, though, and that's going to give Pig God a chance to break it, which he does not want to happen right now, and it does. Oh, but Pig God does miss the final smash, which is good news for Lucina. And there's that second KO from Pig God. Looking really bad for Lucina right now. He's got to make something happen. We should see a second Smash Ball, but it might not be until it's too late for him to catch up. And it looks like last stock, really quick match for Pig God. It's going to put another notch in his belt, going 22-8.
Start the battle! King K. Rool! Captain Falcon!
And so it looks like, as of right now, for Group Z, Pig God, Dauntless, and Anger. Well, actually, only really Pig God and just Pig God. Sorry, just Pig God is guaranteed to make it into the finals. And Luigi Kid and Lucina, unfortunately, are going to be eliminated. if Dauntless and Anger win their next match, they'll make it to the finals. As for the rest of everyone in Group Z, whoever wins their matches, they're going to be at 5-4, which will put them tied for potentially second or third place. And then we're going to have to break into those tiebreaker rules that I was not expecting to have to use. Last season it was pretty cut and dry. We only had a couple ties. So for the tiebreaker rules, how that's going to work is if there's only a two-way tie, we use the head-to-head match, the match for the two that are tied. So like if Pig God and Dauntless were both tied, we would use the results of their matchup to determine what the tiebreaker would be. If there is a three-way tie, then we take, out of the Amiibo's rating, we take the top two Amiibo, and then we use their head-to-head score. If there's four or more, then we do the same thing, so we'll take the top two and the bottom two, separate those, and then use the head-to-head scores of those Amiibo. So that may mean that there's going to be a slight discrepancy on how the positions are displayed on the website, because I don't currently have a way to manually adjust it. It just goes based on rate. It goes based on wins and then rating. So Waterdo having some trouble breaking that Smash Ball. It looks like Gothmog's going to get it. And it looks like Gothmog is going to take the win against the Waterdo.
Isabel! Common!
Yeah, Isabel's been having a pretty good showing today so far, though. And unfortunately, Ringing won't be able to qualify for the finals just based on the scores of the rest of the Amiibo. But she will be able to make it into the up and down tournament depending on how she does here in these next couple matches.
2, 1, go!
And Lysithea breaks the Smash Ball, and it looks like she is going to get the hit on that. So first KO is going to go to Lysithea, but Ringing does have her at 119%, so we could potentially see another KO here pretty quickly. And there it is. So Lysithea doesn't get a huge advantage from knocking that final smash. But she's being very squirrely, staying out of reach of Ringing, and these platforms are not doing a whole lot to help Ringing either. And a good up air from Lysithea is able to get that second knockout. It's going to be a little bit harder this time for Ringing to catch up because she is a little bit farther behind. Going to get a fishing rod out there. Oh, and Lysithea doing a really good job at healing all this damage that Ringing's been doing to her. And Ringing using that slingshot to make sure Lysithea can't get too close to her while she's trying to recover. She's a lot more vulnerable at that point. Not quite enough on that up air to get the KO. And if Ringing can get one more up air, that should be enough for that second KO. And there it is. So Ringing in a really bad spot right now, but we will be seeing a Smash Ball any minute. So if she could hold out for that and try to get that final smash, even if it doesn't get the KO outright, it should put her in a position where she only need 1 or 2 more hits. But it looks like Lysithea not going to give her an opportunity to do that and take the win right there.
Checkmate.
Start the battle! Piranha Plant! Zelda!
And this will be an interesting map. It always is interesting when you have a bigger map like Temple. And the nice thing about Temple is it's not too big to where it's just ridiculous like some of those maps like the Great Cave Offensive and the Kid Icarus one. Like those are just ridiculous. Temple though is kind of a good mix. Ficus starting off good, but Royal Fire is able to catch up going into stock number 2. And Royal Fire actually taking the lead now, going into the last stock, and she's got a really big lead as well. But Ficus playing smart, not letting Royal Fire get too many hits on him, because that's going to be very, very key, especially on a big stage like this. Very interesting smash attack. Gets Royal Fire in a spot where Ficus can get a KO on her, but at 173%, really high damage percent for Royal Fire, and that down air is going to be enough to get the win for Royal Fire.
Start the battle. King TDD. King Sword Fighter.
And because Royal Fire was able to prevent Ficus from getting that 6th win, that means Cyber Sands and Jazzbarian are going to be shooting for their 6th wins, which is going to make that last spot in the finals a little bit more competitive, because now Royal Fire and Lysithea both have a chance to make it into the finals, depending on how they do on their next match, as long as Ficus doesn't win his. And because one of these two, Jazzbarian and Cyber Sands, because one of them is going to lose their match as well, we'll still have that spot open. So Ficus and whoever loses this match will have to lose their next match for a spot to open in the next, or in the finals. Other than that, Group W is pretty much all set as far as the final rankings. It's a lot more disparate than Group Z is.
3, 2, 1, go!
And both Amiibo thinking for a second how they want to go about this. Jazzbarian is perfectly happy sitting on this building and waiting for Cyber Sands to come for him. He's going to do some ledge guarding with this really, really effective Gordo. Cyber Sands couldn't get past it to get back onto the stage. So already at 80% damage just from that one Gordo and a couple attacks. And first KO going to Jazzbarian, and he's got some damage to spare on this first stock. Looks like he's going to switch over to this building on the right side of the stage. I don't know if change of scenery is a good idea. The left side was working really good for him at the start of this match. Oh, but really... Oh! So he killed himself, but he was able to get the KO from it. So, I mean, good trade, I suppose. Oh, and that would have been enough to get the final KO, but Jazzbarian decided to throw Gordo down there, which gave Cyber Sands another recovery, which was enough for him to get back up on top of the stage. But even with that, I don't think he's going to have too much trouble getting this last KO. He's already got Cyber Sands at 77%. We will see a Smash Ball pop up here in the next few seconds, though. We haven't seen one yet. Or if we did, I missed it. And going into the last life, Cyber Sands has a chance if he can wait and hold out for the Smash Ball. If he gets it at the right side of the stage. But it looks like Jazzbarian is going to take that win when he can get it, because he doesn't want to live through the embarrassment of already having gotten it and throwing it away.
Stop battle! Link! Joker!
So for this match, it's more of a formality. Kainero cannot be eliminated from the finals just based on his score, and Jack cannot make it to the finals based on his score. But Jack does have the opportunity to be kind of a wild card and maybe prevent Kainero from getting first place in his group if he is able to win this. And if Jack is going to win a game against Kainero, this would be a good map for him to do it on. There's plenty of opportunity for him to get those offstage walk-off KOs, and he's going for one right now. Is he going to be able to finish it? It looks like he is. And he's only taken 50% damage himself. He's almost got his persona out, but now Kainero's going to do the same thing. And both of these Amiibo playing very close to the edge of the stage. Kai Nero's got to be careful. When Jack's got his Persona out, there's going to be a lot of knockback. He's able to get the KO. Got to be careful. He's hanging out by the edge of the stage like this. It's very, very dangerous. And knocks Kai Nero out with his own bomb. Last life, even game. There's a Smash Ball out, but both Amiibo are ignoring it right now. They're just trying to bait the other one to the side of the stage to get that quick KO. Now Jack's on the side. Smash Ball's going to go away. Jack has his Persona out. He needs one more attack to get on Kai Nero, but Kai Nero is able to get away. And now Jack's the one on the edge of the stage. Misses the shot. One more attack. Is that going to be enough? It looks like it is. And Jack looks like is going to be the winner. So he does mix up Kai Nero's winning record a little bit, which is going to give Jazzbarian a chance to end up taking first place in the group. Not that it'll matter for the finals, but just bragging rights, you know.
Nice.
Start the battle. Piranha Plant. Zelda. Three, two, one, go!
So No One Plant and Nehru. No One Plant started out the season with a really, really strong lead. He was the only undefeated Amiibo that went all 6 rounds in the Survival League. Gothmog also was undefeated, but he only played 5 because he had a bye. But after going into Group X, has been having a little bit of trouble. Currently 3 and 4, but in Group X, 3 and 4 is technically tied for 4th place. So can still make it into the finals. Going into Life 2, both of them pretty even so far. Nehru pulling ahead just a little bit, but Nehru is also 3 and 4. So both of these Amiibo are currently competing for a spot in the finals because there is one up for grabs still. What that will mean, though, is they will probably need to win this match and their next one. And No Implant needs to break that Smash Ball. Looks like he does, and he's gonna get the final smash off, which looks like it kind of just walked off the stage and let Nehru go. So very unfortunate for No Implant, and that might cost him this knockout. And these platforms, they're just a little bit too low, and they're giving No Implant some problems with this Patui, which is kind of its bread and butter. And because it's not able to take full advantage of just spamming that Patui, Nehru's got a little bit of an edge going into this. And not quite far enough to get the KO, but that up air will definitely do it. And we're going to go into the last stock. Still pretty even game. No Implant only 21% behind, which is really just 1 or 2 good hits. But cannot line up that Patui, unfortunately. And this is going to be Nehru's chance to get the down air, but it looks like she's going to stay on stage. We'll probably be seeing a Smash Ball here any minute as well. And there it is. Oh, but it looks like Nehru going to get that side attack and knock out No Implant for that last stock.
Start battle. Hero. King TDD.
And this matchup, mostly just a formality at this point. Daikokuten is automatically qualified for the finals already, just based on his current score. Bystander is in a pretty good spot. He has to win one of these games of his next 2. Even if he doesn't, though, he could potentially still make it into the finals just based on his rating and his head-to-head alone. Yeah, Daikokuten has proven himself to be a very good amiibo. It could come down to the stage pick as well. I didn't notice it until just now, but Bystander with a really huge multiplier, a couple really big bets online. But it looks like Bystander is having a little bit of trouble making something connect here. Daikokuten just keeping him outranged. Almost got his first stock for free if Bystander can't do anything about it. He's got his spells charging up, but... Oh, there's that crit, but it's straight into a wall. It's going to help him, though, get caught up, because he's got Daikokuten to 62%. So it's not the end of the road yet, because he is just about in KO range. He just has to stop Daikokuten from getting all this momentum that he's got going on. Gets knocked off stage almost enough to get hit into the KO zone. And there's Bystander's first knockout. He has a chance to catch up still, especially if he can break the smash ball that should be popping up any minute. We're just about 2 minutes into the match. And good Gordo, but doesn't quite hit where he needed to. And there's the smash ball. It's going to give Daikokuten a chance to break it. Bystander's nowhere nearby. And really bad news for Bystander. He also gets hit by that final smash as well. That could potentially be the nail in the coffin unless Bystander turns it around. Like I said earlier, momentum is really important in a lot of these Amiibo fights. Sometimes when they get that combo going, they can just keep it going the whole time. Camera's zoomed out for some reason. I'm not sure why. Looked like when the smash ball pops in. Ooh, almost a really good smash attack. That would have definitely would have gotten the KO on Daikokuten if he would have landed that. And Bystander he just has to not get hit again on this stock, because every single hit he takes is one more that he can't take on this last stock against Daikokuten. If he gets the KO now, he could hold out for that next smash ball. And there's the KO, but he's at 102%. So pretty much, any major hit from Daikokuten is putting Bystander at risk of getting knocked out, and he's just keeping him off the stage, and eventually he's not going to have enough mana to recover. And it looks like Daikokuten is going to take the victory on that, further cementing his lead into the finals. Bystander should be fine, especially if he can win his next match. If he wins his next game, he will be guaranteed into the finals as well.
Start battle. King K. Rool. Up. Three, two, one, go!
And this is actually going to be a very interesting match because, as we saw last round, there is a slight AI bug with King K. Rool on this map where he uses his recovery kind of preemptively when he's going between the platforms, and that's going to give Korone a chance to get some free attacks in. But Steve Irwin knocking Korone into the corner and getting that first KO really quick. And here's where you're going to see her get a chance for that free shot, but she doesn't take it. And Korone getting a pretty good combo in, and if she can get Steve Irwin towards the side of the stage, one more of those should be enough to get that first KO, and that would even the game out. And she's going to get a chance here for a free attack. And Smash Ball's out. Korone taking a couple shots at it. She's going to get a couple more chances, and she does break it. And she does land the hit as well. This could be enough to get that second KO, and she's only at 44% on her second stock. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough, though, but it does give her a pretty good edge against Steve Irwin. Ooh, almost gets that smash attack in. That would have definitely been a KO against Korone. And he does get it on that second try. And a forward smash well placed from Steve Irwin is going to get that last knockout that he needed to win the game.
Start the battle. Kirby. Dark Pit.
So Bright Eyes, very, very good Kirby amiibo. Going against Anarchy, I believe the character matchup probably favors Dark Pit in this one, but if you look at the amiibo's records, Anarchy's have been having a little bit of trouble this season. currently 2-5 in his group, and he was starting out this match really well, but it looks like Bright Eyes is starting to bully him around a little bit. But Anarchy does get that first knockout. Smash Ball's out. And Bright Eye is getting a lot of shots in on it, but that might just be enough to give Anarchy a chance to get that last hit on it. He's going straight for it. And he doesn't end up getting a chance to use that final smash, which would have been a huge help for him. It's going to give Bright Eyes a chance that he needs to catch up in this match. And it doesn't look like Bright Eyes is going to be able to take advantage of that really fast smash attack he has, because Anarchy has one as well that just executes really quickly. So it's going to end up beating Bright Eyes a lot of the time because he also outranges him by a little bit. So that can be enough, not quite enough to get him off stage. And Anarchy in a very strong lead going into this last stock. Bright Eyes is going to have to make something happen quick if he wants to catch up. And it looks like that was enough right there. So last stock, we could potentially see another Smash Ball. It would have to, this last life would have to go on for a little bit because we just did see that first one pop up. Oh, and that up smash, or the up B was going to give Bright Eyes a chance to punish that recovery. And there's the Smash Ball. It could come down to just whoever's able to break this and get that final smash in. Both characters have a really good final smash, but they do have to line it up. Anarchy will have a slight advantage because his is has a lot more range than Bright Eyes does, and we'll see if he uses it here. Bright Eyes being careful not to stand too far in front of Anarchy. He might not need to use it though because he's almost, looks like he's going to get the win without it.
Nice try.
Start the battle. King TDD. Zelda.
And very interesting stage for this matchup. I think it's going to favor Lonk. She's going to have a lot more room to move around, and it's not going to affect a lot of her main moves, like her up air. She'll be able to use her down air for most of the stage, except for when it's in the water or when it's traveling downhill. And Smash Ball's out. She goes for the down air, but can't quite line it up. If Lonk's able to get... Oh no! So, a Monster getting a very, very huge KO. So all of that damage that Lonk was doing at the beginning of the match, pretty much for nothing now. A Monster was able to even the game out. But he's not really taking advantage of that because Lonk's already starting to get ahead again. Oh wow, and a down air through the water. You don't see that very often. Amonsa's going to have a chance to catch up. Looks like he is. So we're going to go into this last stock. Neither of them were able to use that first Smash Ball because Amonsta got knocked out before he had a chance to use it against Long. But we might see another one here in just a moment. And now it looks like Amonsta's the one that's got the momentum, doing all the damage. And Smash Ball's out, but even if Wonka gets it right now, I don't know if it'll be enough damage to win the match for her. And the Smash Ball's it's having some trouble. And it looks like Amonsta actually is able to win the match.
TDD wins. Start the battle. Ridley. Counter.
So going into Group Y, we'll take a look at Group X's final standings. Daikokuten definitely qualifies for the finals. The rest, it's going to be hard to say. Steve Irwin and Bystander, they'll make it as well. And then it comes down to Amonsta and Nehru. So, oops, wrong button. So between Amonsta and Nehru, they're going to be fighting for the last position in the finals. Let's see who they're going against. Amonsta has to beat Anarchy, and Nehru has to beat Steve Irwin. So it's looking pretty good for Amonsta right now. But if both of them win, we're gonna have to look at the head-to-head to see which one of those two won when they played against each other. And it looks like when Amonsta played against Nehru, he won. So if Monsta wins his next match, he will make it to the finals. Whereas Nehru can only make it to the finals if Amonsta loses and she wins her next match. Then where it gets really interesting is if Amonsta and Nehru both lose their next match, then every single other amiibo in the group is in the running for making it into that last slot, because there will be the tied for well, basically all of the bottom 5 Amiibo right now are 3 and 5. So Group X definitely the most competitive out of all the groups. And now going into Group Y, it's also a competitive group, but most of it has already been decided. Like, I can already tell you that Yuffie, Hello Luigi, and CEO of Fun will not make it into the finals, and won't even make it into the Up and Down tournament. However, after that, it's all going to come down to these next 2 matches for the rest of them. So Nazgul and Goblin both on their last stock, and they're both also 4 and 3. So whichever one of these 2 wins, they're going to be 5 and 3 for round 9, and that will put them in the running for the finals. And it looks like Nazgul is going to win just because Goblin, his recovery is not that great. He's not able to get back on stage after getting knocked off. And Nazgul is going to take advantage of that because sometimes you don't have to get him into the KO zone. You just have to get him far enough off stage to where they can't recover.
Start the battle. Start the battle. Luigi. Little Mac.
So yeah, this is a very low stakes match. Neither of these Amiibo can make it out of the qualified league for next season. They're both going to be eliminated from the prize league just based on their score compared to the score of the rest of the Amiibo in the group. But hey, bragging rights, you know, gotta get those bragging rights. But like I said earlier, even though they are the bottom of these prize league groups, their scores are still, their ratings are still really good compared to some of the other Amiibo in the qualified league. So even if they do get relegated back to the qualified league for season 6, you might still see them be competitive and even potentially qualifying back into the prize league depending on their performance. And you know, if you're going to have a low stakes match, it might as well be on an awesome level like this. So good level pick from the random stage selection there. I think CEO of Fun's going to have a hard time because I don't know how easy it's going to be for him to get back onto the stage if he gets knocked onto the road. And CEO of Fun not doing any offstage shenanigans, just going to wait at the side there for Hello Luigi to come back and get that last hit that he needed. Gets the KO punch, and a really quick second stock. He's going off stage for some reason. It's kind of weird. Gives Hello Luigi a homie stock because, you know, wants it to still be a fair game. And Hello Luigi with the final smash, which is going to bring it to a one stock game, and we could potentially see him get the turnaround. Oh, not quite enough to get off the side of the stage, but can he make it back to the level? Nope, CEO of Fun's waiting for him.
That belt looks good on you, son.
Start the battle. Donkey Kong. Pokemon Trainer.
And this is kind of another low-stakes match. Yuffie cannot make it into the finals, but she does have a chance to be a little bit of a wild card and potentially prevent Kerchak from making it into the finals if she's able to take this match off of him. So that was kind of interesting. Yuffie switching out right as Charizard was getting hit by that final smash. This might be a really quick match. It looks like Kerchak might be getting a 3-stock against Yuffie. Yuffie's got a chance though to even this out. This is actually for these Mario Maker levels. This is a pretty plain, boring level. Usually you see some weird stuff in the middle of the stage, or like a weird platform just kind of hanging out there. Oh, and switching to Squirtle right before you get hit with the smash attack. Not the smartest play in the book.
Start the battle! Zelda! King K. Rool!
And a matchup between the top 2 Amiibo in the group, Leah and SMHY who is currently the only undefeated Amiibo in either the Prize League or the Qualified League. So he's had a really good run so far. And it seems like the only Amiibo that can really beat him is a Bystander, who currently out of his 6 losses, I think Bystander has 2 of them. And a great footstool from Leah, getting that first KO at a pretty decent percentage. SMHY is going to have to be careful. This is actually a really great stage for Zelda, because she has a lot of opportunity to get those up airs, especially if she can get towards the top of the stage where you're close to the KO zone. And it's also kind of a narrow stage as well, so she can get them off stage and get those down airs that Zelda is so good at. So this is probably one of the best stage choices that Leah could have picked. And Leah breaking the Smash Ball, but it gets knocked loose right after she gets it, so she's not able to use it immediately like you see from a lot of Zeldas. And now SMHY is going to get it. He's going to get that knockout, and it's going to bring us into this last stock with a really close game. Still, SMHY needed a little bit more of a buffer going into this last life, because Leah's still going to have the advantage stage-wise. And as you can see, she's not going to have too much trouble building this combo up. And is that going to be enough? It doesn't look like it is. SMHY needs to defend his undefeated record, and he's going to have some trouble doing it. Is that going to be enough? Not quite. Both Amiibo getting super close to the kill zone. it's going to come down to these last couple hits. Leah's going to get a chance to do a footstool. Doesn't quite take it. Almost gets hit by that forward smash. And it looks like a tilt from SMHY is going to let him remain the only undefeated Amiibo in the league currently. And if you had a bet for SMHY, there was a 7 times multiplier on that. Looks like Kangoni went all in on Leah and unfortunately didn't quite make it.
Start the battle.
Makers of the world's best pizza.
King TDD.
Brought straight to your
Nova.
makers of our tasty pizza. Our pie's crispy, crunchy fries.
And last match of the night, it's going to be Mr. Mallet and Ayer. I have to give SMHY his award there for Against All Odds as well.
Pizza's got nothing on us, 'cause we've got 6 dinosaurs. Look, it's a dinosaur. It's a
Three, two, one, go!
Ooh, almost a bad teleport from Ayer. And despite both Amiibo getting some hits in on each other, not a whole lot of damage done on either side yet, so just little plink shots at each other. Still under 40% for Ayer. And now she's gonna do some juggling, that's where the big damage comes in. And despite Ayer getting the better combo, Mr. Mallet, all it took was him being at the all it took was him being at the bottom of one of those recoveries to get the KO. But then Ayer comes back and just gets a crazy down air, knocking him all the way to the bottom of the stage. Couldn't recover from it. And there it is again, Mr. Mallet. He's got that smash waiting at the bottom of the recovery. Ayer should be able to get another KO. She's got Mr. Mallet at 91%. Oh, but she's got to be careful. We got to watch out for that. And Mr. Mallet going to be coming out ahead in this matchup.
TDD wins.
Alright, and that is going to be it for today's games. I'm going to have some more tomorrow. It's going to be round 9 of the Qualified League. Then I'm going to take a small break until Saturday, which we're going to use to finish up the Prize League. And then we'll determine who actually is in the finals. So I was talking about how I organize the tiebreakers. I think I misexplained it a little bit. So how it's going to work is if there is a tie, everyone in that position is going to be, it's going to be a head-to-head score for the first tiebreaker and then rating for the second one. So the way head-to-head works is if there's like a 3 or 4-way tie, I take the head-to-head scores for all of them as if they were in their own little group. Whichever one scores the highest in that mini group, that's going to be like first, second, third, fourth, etc. If there's a tie in that, then we use rating as the tiebreaker stat. So I'm going to post how that goes in the on the main website, and I'll post a link in the Discord for any tie-breaking results with like graphs and tables and all the cool data. But other than that, I'll see you tomorrow for the Qualified League and maybe a couple more rounds of the mid-season tournament as well. But yep, have a good one.